how to set goals and achieve them. You see, when most people set goals, they don't actually achieve it. New Year comes, they have a great time, they're motivated, and they set the goals, but the reason why they don't achieve them is because of they're missing a few key points. You see, there are actually 4 different types of goals, and in this training, I'll be showing you what different types of goals that you need to be setting, and maybe you're setting completely random ones that are not interlinked, and that's why you're not beginning the momentum. Second thing you'll be learning is the 5 different strategies for actually hitting and achieving your goals. So there's 5 different things you can do which will dramatically increases the chances of you actually getting your goals. And the third is why people don't achieve their goals. So if you have set a goal at the beginning of the year and you feel motivated, and halfway through or even straight away you kind of lose that motivation and you don't actually achieve your goals at the end of the year, you're probably doing some of these things wrong. So I'll be sharing that with you. So the 4 different types of goals. The first one is personal goals. So when you're setting a goal, you always want to have a personal goal. So what is your personal goal this year? So in the next, year, what do you want to achieve personally? Because when you can do something, there's a saying that says how you do anything is how you do everything, right? So if you can personally achieve something, that can spread out into the things that you want to do. So personal goals create the discipline, right? The second type of goal is a health goal, right? And all these are interlinked. So what is your health goal this year? A lot of people go to the gym. I just literally go to the gym at the beginning of the year and I see the car park full. And as the year goes on, the car park starts getting less full. So what is your health goal, right? You got to have a health goal, because I believe that health is success. Without your health is the most important thing in the world. You can't do anything. You've got no energy. You feel sluggish. You're not sure, what to do or how to do it. You got to have these health goals to give you that energy and the vitality to actually get up to even do it. All right, so you got to be physically capable and also mentally capable as well. The third type of goal is a career goal. Now, the thing is, if you don't have a career goal, you have nothing that's set. Maybe you want to start your own business. Maybe you want to get promoted, or maybe you want to become a manager or a director or a CEO. Whatever it is, you got to have that aim for the goal, because if you don't set a higher goal or you don't set higher standards, you'll be relegated to the current standards you already have. And of course, if you hang around people who are not ambitious, you're going to probably not be ambitious. I find that when I hang around with my friends and everyone's really competitive, I up my game because I've got to be that little bit better just to achieve something greater, you see? So you got to have a career goal. So what's your career goal? Maybe, I've got a lot of people that come to me this year and say, John, I want to start my own business on the side. Yeah. Or, John, I want to become more productive at work. So what sort of career goals have you wanted to achieve? And the last goal is a relationship goal, right? Are you single right now? If you're single, do you want to find Mr. Right or Mrs. Right? If you're in a relationship, do you want to get married? If you're already married, do you want to have kids? Like, what is your relationship goal? So the reason why I've listed these 4 PHCR type of goals is your personal goal gives you the discipline. The health gives you the energy to actually do it. Career goal is that goal that's ahead of you that will, every day you get up in the morning, you'll be motivated to do something. In your relationship, if your relationships are not good, that affects every other part of your life, right? So these are the 4 different types of goals. Now let me go into the 5 strategies for actually hitting the goals. So the best way to make sure you get something done is to make a public declaration, right? So make a post on Facebook, tell your friends, tell your mom, your dad, your husband, your wife, whatever it is, and say, hey, here's what I'm going to be doing, right? So you make a public declaration. So, and the reason why this works is because when you make a public declaration, then if you don't do it, you look stupid, right? Your friends are, oh yeah, it's one of those fads. And then you start getting rejection from your friends, right? So that's why it's always good to make a public declaration, because this gives you accountability. Remember I said to you before why people fail? Well, I'll talk about that in a second, but one of those things is actually accountability. So if all you did was just have a little bit more accountability in the things that you do, guess what? You do very well, right? Second thing is, a lot of people set goals, but they don't put a time frame on it. Have you ever been in a situation where you say something like, oh, you know what, I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it tomorrow, or I'll do it next week, or I'll do it next month, or I'll do it next year. And the year comes and you're like, oh, I didn't do it, right? So you've got to set a time frame. So one of the things you want to do is get your calendar and just place all the things that you want to do and put it in there. Because if it's not in there, if it's not set, if it's not written down, it won't get done, right? And number three is you want to have a compelling reason. So a lot of times people, and I find this a lot, they have a reason for, they want to set a goal, but they don't have a why they want to do it. So you'll find that people who get married, they lose weight very quick. Why? Because their reason is, well, I don't want to look fat in my wedding pictures, right? So it's always important that when you're giving a compelling reason, the compelling reason has to stir some kind of emotion. You know, it could be anything. It could be you want to buy a new car, a fancy car, or a bigger house, or you want to go traveling to a certain destination, or, you know, you want to walk on the beach and look great, or maybe you want to, I don't know, build an orphanage or a school somewhere. Whatever reason that you've got behind setting that goal, it's got to sit behind that goal, right? Number four is consequences, and I've put reward here as well. So if you set a goal and you have a consequence attached to that, you'll have a much higher chance of achieving it, because we do a lot to get away from pain and we do a lot to get toward pleasure. So let's say, for example, there's something that you really don't like to do, like, I don't know, maybe you don't like to do the washing up, right? Or maybe you don't like to work in a job, right? Or whatever it is, you got to set what it is you want to do, and then you put a consequence. If I don't achieve this by this time, I mean, it could be even a financial consequence. If I don't do this, I'm going to give £1,000 to charity or something like that, right? And then have some kind of reward, where the reward is, okay, if I achieve this and I'm doing this, or if let's say your goal is an income goal, right? And your goal is to make, I don't know, X amount of thousand. And once you hit that goal, you can reward yourself with something, right? So just think of these consequences and rewards. And the fifth strategy is to form new habits. In fact, there's a really good course which on Wealth Dragons Online, which I'll tell you about in a second. But that forming new habits, it's actually the habit of what you're not doing is actually what's not getting you the result. So actually, one of the reasons why most people don't hit their goals is because they're not forming new habits. And this is why people don't achieve their goals. Number one is actually they don't believe it. So if they don't believe it, you know, they don't take action, they don't get results, and therefore it tells them, you see, I told you it didn't work, right? So they actually don't even get started. So this is what forms a lot of procrastination. The second is it's not consistent. So consistency is the key. Like let's say one of your health goals is to lose 3 stone this year. You know, if all you did was just walk every single day for half an hour, I guarantee you would be better off, right? Or, you know, if you went to the gym at least 3 times a week, you know, you would be a lot better off. So the reason why people don't achieve it is because it's not consistent. And that's why setting the goal into the calendar will force you to be consistent. Also, a lot of people don't have the right strategy, right? There's actually certain type of goals and triggers that are formed by habits. And the reason why you keep on doing the same thing over and over again, because there's a thought pattern and there's a habit of how you're not doing something that triggers it, that causes you to take that action. And also no accountability. I mean, this is very simple. If all you did is just get someone to hold you accountable, to say, hey, you know, I'm going to tell you this is the goal I want to achieve. And if I don't achieve the daily or weekly goals, I'm going to give you X amount. Right, so remember the consequence and the reward. And also a lot of the times people are in the wrong environment as well. So let's say you want to get fit, but you're hanging around in nightclubs, right? So you're losing on sleep, you're putting alcohol into your body. You know, it's not a good environment. Or let's say, you know, you want to hang around, you want to start your own business, and you're hanging around lots of, you know, people with an employee, you know, mindset. You know, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just if you want to be a part of, you want to start your own business, hang around entrepreneurs, right? And that's one of the reasons why I want to introduce you to this. And that's why people don't achieve their goals. And in fact, if you want to achieve your goals quicker, I'd highly recommend you join Wealth Dragons Online. Now, on Wealth Dragons Online it's e-learning for business, but there's so many other courses and step-by-step trainings in here. And one of the ones I want to draw your attention to is this one here, called Set and Achieve Big Goals. So there's a whole training course on this. Again, I don't have time to go into a lot of detail on this, but you can access all these training programs if you're a member on Wealth Dragons Online, and I highly recommend you go through all this training. There's another one here called Fight the Fear by Mandy Holgate. And a lot of the reasons why people don't achieve their goals is because they're scared of what will happen. So you have to overcome your fear. Hasn't fear stopped you in the past? If you can master overcome your fear, you can achieve anything in life. And also, I'd highly recommend you go through this one. Become a highly valued and highly paid doing what you love. So if one of your goals is to start your own business or do something that you love to do, if you hate your job and you're not sure what to do, then I highly recommend Harry Singer's course, because this program literally teaches you how to do what you love and get paid to do it. And it's just an amazing program. And again, you can go through all these training courses. I mean, there are a lot more on here, but I mean, I'll draw your attention to these 3 programs. Normally, if you to buy these programs, they're about £97 to £200 each. But if you join Wealth Dragons Online, it's only £9.99. And if you'd like to do that, you can come here. Just go to wealthdragonsonline.com/register-today. That's wealthdragonsonline.com/register-today. And it's only £9.99 a month, and you get to access those 3 programs plus all the other programs on there. And of course, if you find it's not for you, you can actually cancel at any time. So go ahead right now. Go to wealthdragonsonline.com/register-today and go through those programs that I told you to do, and you'll stand a much better chance of achieving your goals this year. This is John Lee, the author of The Wealth Dragon Way. Bye for now.